Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and we got a brand new setup, brand new mic, new intro. We have a new outro at the end of the video, new logo for the channel, all this crazy stuff going on. I want to shout out Robiter. He's the one who came up with all the new animations, the new logos. Link his YouTube in the description below. He does a lot of cool animation work, all that cool stuff, so check it out. And let me know what you guys think about all this stuff going on. What you like, what you don't like, because it's a work in progress. I want to cater to you guys. But again, this is all possible because of every one of you, the new mic setup, everything. That's because of all of your support, and we're trying to grow the channel, make it a little more professional. We'll keep adding to it, make it better. But let me know what you guys think. And again, we're closing in on 20,000 subs. So make sure you hit that sub button if you haven't already. I think like 60-something% of you aren't yet subbed, and it would help a lot. Get us to that 20K, be really awesome. But today I want to go over the top 10 best cards so far in Darkmoon Faire, now that we're coming up to the new mini set coming up. And, you know, there'll probably be some cards to put in the list from there. But I thought I'd go over the best cards today, and then tomorrow we'll go over the worst cards of Darkmoon Faire so far. So let's take a look at the best cards so far from Darkmoon Faire. So starting at number 10, I'm going to go with Wriggling Horror, the 2-mana 2/1 minion that gives +1/+1 to adjacent minions. It's a good little token aggro generator. It's popped up in like aggro Demon Hunter, some Zoo decks. It pops up in wild like aggro Druid. Really solid card. It's very reminiscent of Fungalmancer and has really slotted in very well that way. At number 9, we have the Warrior Pirate Sword Eater. It's a 4-mana 2/5 pirate with taunt, and it gives you basically a fiery war axe for free. Really powerful stuff. That taunt is super annoying. You can draw it with Ankar, and it's been like a staple in basically every warrior deck outside of like big warrior since it's been introduced. Even slots into wild pirate warrior. Really solid card and pretty damn insane. Number 8, we have Pitmaster the Shaman Corrupt card. One of the few corrupt cards to make this list. Actually, I think it's the only one. Corrupt has been off. We went over that. But it's a 3-mana 1/2, but when you corrupt it, you get an additional 3/2 on top of the original 3/2. Basically, it slots in perfectly into Evolve Shaman because you play your weapon. It gets corrupted. And probably when that deck gets nerfed, or maybe later today, I don't know, it's announced the nerf, this card might not be so solid, but right now it's an absolute must-have for a Shaman deck. At number 7, we have Cage Match Custodian, the Shaman Elemental, 2-mana 2/2, and Battlecry, draw a weapon from your deck. This gets you your Bog Spine Knuckles, which basically wins you the game. This card is ridiculous in the fact that it guarantees you your win condition. Even, let's say the Evolve Shaman deck gets nerfed, this will draw you Doomhammer, and that's really good in Aggro Shaman. This is just a real good staple card that even if Evolve Shaman gets nerfed, it's still going to see plenty of play. At number 6, we have the Rogue Pirate Prize Plunder. We got multiple pirates on this list. It's a 1-mana 2/1, and it has the combo of you get to deal a damage for every card you played. And originally, nobody really thought this would see play, myself included, and now it's like a staple in both Standard and Wild. It's that good. It just provides insane tempo. It slots into like the combo deck with Whirlwake. You get more cards, but just in general, just play a lot of cheap cards and you get to remove a minion for free. It's really solid tempo, very good card, and definitely probably the sleeper of the set, honestly. Number 5, I'm kind of cheating here, but this is more wild centric, and these really go hand in hand. These are the mage cards, Occult, Conjure, and Sage. The secret cards. They only really see play in wild, but they're incredibly powerful there. You get a 4-mana 8/8 on curve, which is ridiculous. Sage draws you a ridiculous amount of cards, and these are just insanely powerful cards in wild. It'd probably be higher on the list if it was, you know, if it was actually played in standard, but the fact that it's like meta defining in wild, I have to include it, so I'm kind of pairing them together. At number 4, we have the Priest card Palm Reading, 3-mana, discover a spell, and then all the spells in your hand cost 1 less. You basically get a Thorson for 3-mana on all your spells. You get to discover a spell. That spell itself gets discounted. It's just basically auto-include in every priest deck ever until it rotates. It's just ridiculous, and it's made Big Priest and Wild extremely viable because, well, you play Palm Reading on 3 and you Shadow Essence on 5, or you coin it on 4, and yeah, now Big Priest is really freaking good. The Guhoon card I'm not putting on there because I feel Palm Reading just is the reason Big Priest is really good, and for the most part, Resurrect Priest in Standard is not really that solid, so Palm Reading makes the cut on this list. It's just such a solid card. Number 3, we have the Demon Hunter Legendary Ilganov, a 4-mana 2/6 legendary, has lifesteal, but it converts your lifesteal to face damage, and it's spawned, you know, just OTK Demon Hunter in Standard and Wild. I've been playing it in Wild. It's actually decent with Emperor Thorson. You can slot it into just Soul Fragment Demon Hunter because, well, it's just extra burn. Hell, even Aggro Demon Hunter runs it. And because you can play it with, like, you can play Polkelt, Skull, and then draw Ilganov and do the same amount of burn damage. Just even in the aggro deck. It's just such a good card in Demon Hunter. Kind of ridiculous, and it's very high on the list for that reason. At number 2, we have the Mage Secret Rigged Fair game. This card I completely underrated when I reviewed it. Like, it's 3 mana draw 3. That's good, but like is not game breaking, but it is, especially in Wild, where you can play it on 1 with Cabal Lackey. And yeah, 1 mana draw 3 is insane, especially in an aggro burn aggressive deck. They never run out of cards, and Rigged Fair game carries that, and it still sees play in Standard. There's been like a variant of Highlander Mage that runs the secret package, including Sages. I didn't actually mention that earlier, but Sages in that deck. And yeah, part of the reason is because Rigged Fair game enables so much draw and lets, you know, it's one of the weaknesses of the Standard deck. It's just an incredibly powerful card, and definitely one I completely underrated. I have a couple honorable mentions before I get to number 1. I just wanted to mention Derailed Coaster has been pretty freaking good. 5 mana 3/2 gives you 1/1 rush minions for every minion in your hand. Good in like Evolved Shaman, good in some other decks. They're like minion based, just really solid removal. Plus you can evolve it into 2 drops, which is ridiculous. Also Revolve, you know, with the whole Evolved Shaman. Surprisingly, that card's not really the staple of it. It's just okay in there. It's the weapon, but you know, Revolve, if you just play Desert Hare Revolve, it's not bad. You play Derailed Coaster, Revolve, not bad. You play a Mogu and Revolve, it's not bad. I just don't think it's quite at the level of the other cards. And last honorable mention is ETC. It spawned the whole ETC OTK Warrior. I just don't think it's quite at the level of the other cards. It's more carried by other, like Bloodsworn Mercenary, Risky Skipper. And once that stuff rotates, I can't see ETC doing a heck of a lot. But right now, that card is pretty good in that deck, but it certainly does not carry. You can do Risky Skipper and all that other stuff. It's insane. So number 1, best card so far of Darkmoon Faire. I'm kind of cheating. Again, I'm lumping 2 cards in one. They were on my like top 5 cards hype thing, and it's because they just go together so well. And that's Foxy, Fraud, and Swindle. The 2 mana 3/2 that makes your next combo card this turn cost 2 less. You can play Swindle for free, but basically the whole combination of this makes sure you never run out of cards. Foxy Fraud makes it so you never have a bad turn because you can always enable your combos because it's so cheap. You can make Giant Edwins early, and these cards together just work so ridiculously well that Rogue is basically the best deck in Standard. You could argue that Evolved Shaman is. They're really close. Evolved Shaman is a lot easier to play, but played like properly, Rogue is just the absolute nuts. And it's because the cards like Foxy Fraud and Swindle and Prize Plunder that make it so freaking good. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think the best cards in Darkmoon Faire are so far? And again, let me know what you guys think of the audio quality, all the new stuff going on, what you like, don't like. We can always change things around, but I'm excited to get, this channel a little bit more professional, a little bit, sounding better. So let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.